Welcome to the Dynasty YT. This is your King Shay speaking. Welcome back to another episode of In the Mind, part 2 of Team Fight Breakdown. Now, I really like doing these videos, and so I'm just going to make another one. So, this first one, I'm going to be playing as Gragas Jungle. I see that Rek'Sai goes in really deep, and as soon as that happens, I immediately throw my ult to disengage, right? Because I know that with Rek'Sai going in really deep, and then I ult them to pull them farther away, we can focus Rek'Sai immediately, blow him up before the backline can do anything, and then we can focus the backline afterwards. Notice how like Kalista's last one to die right here? It's because like he wasn't able to do any damage while we were able to kill the front line. So it's not always trying to get the picks onto the backline. It's sometimes it's blowing up the front line before the backline can do any damage. This next game I'm going to be playing as Maokai top lane. And they have a double AD carry comp where they play Lucian mid and then Graves bot lane. And I see that Graves is a little bit farther up, so I decide to try to engage. And I notice that he dashed away. So immediately I see that Thresh is the first target, right? So I'm going to pause it right here. Thresh is immediately, he's going to get blown up right here. Like, I'm a huge front line with a huge amount of armor. And then Thresh has like pieces of Randuin's. So there's no way that I'm going to get chunked faster than Thresh is going to die. So Thresh dies immediately, right? Kai'Sa goes in a little bit too deep, but I don't want to follow him because I know that Vlad is actually really strong right here, and then we have to focus him first, right? So I want to make sure that my backline is strong, has enough peel in order to come out healthy in these team fights. So instead of just diving their backline immediately like Kha'Zix did, we focus the front line, we kill them first, then we have an opportunity to go afterwards, right? With the amount of CC I have, and then the amount of damage that Jinx has, we're able to clean up that team fight, and then we're about to win it, and then move on and push lanes. Okay, so this is going to be later in the game. The score is pretty much dead even, right? Kills going everywhere, and now we're going to be setting up around Baron, trying to get Baron control. I see that Lucian's a little bit farther right here, so I pop my Righteous Glory and then try to get a pick right here. I know that Vlad was just pushing top lane, so he's not really there right now. So I see that Lucian's a little bit farther up, so I immediately try to go for him. And then I do get onto him, but as soon as I see this TP right here, I know I have to back off because we're about to get choked right here, pinched in from both sides, and I need to make sure that my carries are healthy because I can't alone kill their backline, but I can easily peel from my backline and just make sure to do damage. So Fizz goes in a little bit too early. He immediately gets ulted by Mouse and dies instantly. Kha'Zix does a really nice job of isolating Lucian, and then unfortunately, Jinx dies right here. But Kha'Zix is huge right here. He's able to get the isolation on Lucian. He dies. Their AD carry dies, and now it's just me, Kha'Zix, Malzahar versus the Thresh, and then the really big Vladimir. We were all pinging onto Vlad right here, but then I realized Thresh is about to die, which will give Kha'Zix a reset, and he can jump out. And now it's just a tank fight right here. I kite the Vlad out, CC him enough so that Malzahar is able to get some cooldowns onto him, and we ended up winning the team fight and eventually winning the game. Now in this one, this is going to be in an ARAM, and then their team comp is like super hard engage. And as you can see right here, they pop everything. They pop the Righteous Glory, they pop the Leona ult, and by the time they engage on us, like 3 of their carries are already half health, and we were able to disengage really well and then re-engage afterwards, right? Their engage wasn't really that strong. We were able to counter-engage, peel back, and then as soon as their engage has failed, then we can go back in and then win the team fight. So now we're going to play in a slow motion. So Leona pops Righteous Glory right away, and then he wants to engage, right? Nidalee gets a really nice spear onto the Katarina and chunks him to half health. I get a really nice Glitter Lance to chunks Fiora to half health, and by the time they engage right here, their Fiora, Leona, and Katarina are all half health, right? And that was their engage, so it completely failed, and now we're able to re-engage, right? Pantheon gets a nice stun to Fiora, Fiora gets rooted, and he can't ult immediately, and then before he can ult, before he can do any damage, he's already at half health. He immediately dies. I get some nice Glitter Lances to be able to hit their back line while staying safe from the front line. And then Italy goes back in, gets a really nice cleanup kill. We're still peeling back. I get another really nice glitter lance that hit both their back line, and afterwards we're able to go in and then clean up the team fights. With their engage failing right there, we were able to do a really nice job of re-engaging. So hopefully you guys learned something today in my second installment team fight breakdown of In the Mines. A lot of the times when I see in team fighting is like the tanks will just dive their backline without having your backline to help you at all. And most of the time I see it in ARAM because I'm in a plat ELO. It's a little bit better in the higher ELO, but in ARAM is just so awful in team fighting. So hopefully you guys learned something today. Thank you guys for coming out Dynasty, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.